There are hearts that never know how to say, "I miss you." The only thing they know is to stand in the same place every day, waiting for the one they love. Charlie was a young calf who first learned what pain felt like before he discovered the true meaning of love. When Charlie was only 2 months old, he lost his mother. A young girl named Emily gave him a new reason to live. But years later, when life forced them to separate, one heart was left behind, still waiting. In the peaceful countryside of New Zealand, there lived a farmer named Thomas Walker. He was a simple and hard-working man who lived on a small farm with his 8-year-old daughter, Emily. One day, Thomas brought home a 2-month-old calf from a nearby farm. The little calf was named Charlie. Thomas did not buy Charlie to take him away from his mother. The calf's mother was no longer able to feed him, and Charlie needed someone who could take care of him. But Charlie did not understand that. On his first night in the new farm, Charlie cried endlessly. He searched for the familiar smell of his mother and the sound of the home he once knew. He cried into the darkness, hoping someone would answer. But only silence came back. Emily heard the weak cries of the little calf. She could not bear seeing such a young animal suffering alone. The next morning, before going to school, Emily brought a bottle of milk for Charlie. At first, Charlie did not come closer. He only looked at the little girl, afraid that the kindness in front of him would disappear too. But Emily kept coming back. Before school and after classes, she visited Charlie. Sometimes she brought milk, sometimes fresh grass, and sometimes fruits from their garden. But the greatest gift she gave him was her time. Slowly, Charlie learned that not every goodbye meant losing someone forever. Because of Emily, he became happy again. Whenever he heard her voice, he would run toward her. Whenever he saw her, he would wag his tail and gently place his head near her hand. To Charlie, Emily became the love that replaced the family he had lost. Years passed. Charlie grew into a strong and gentle adult cow. But even though his body changed, his heart remained the same. Every afternoon when Emily came home from school, Charlie waited near the farmhouse. When Emily worked around the yard, Charlie would gently nudge her clothes with his head, as if inviting her to play. Emily would laugh because she knew Charlie was not just an animal. He was her true friend. In Charlie's heart, Emily was his family and his home. But time changed everything. Emily grew older and had to leave their farm to study at a university in another town. On the day she left, Charlie stood quietly and watched the vehicle disappear into the distance. He did not understand dreams. He did not understand why Emily had to leave. The only thing he knew was that the person who always came to him was suddenly gone. At first, Emily often returned home. Every visit brought happiness back to Charlie. But as time passed, Emily became busier with her studies. She made new friends and started building a new life. She never realized that someone on the farm was still waiting for her. Every day, Charlie walked near the old driveway. Whenever he heard a vehicle approaching, he looked up. Whenever he heard a familiar voice, he hoped it was Emily. But most of the time, it was not. Thomas noticed that Charlie had changed. The playful calf he once knew had become quiet and spent many hours looking into the distance. One afternoon, while Charlie was grazing in the field, tragedy happened. A dangerous snake attacked him. Thomas rushed to help, but Charlie was already too weak. The poison had taken away his strength. As Thomas held Charlie's head, he noticed that the old cow was still looking toward the farmhouse. Even in his final moments, Charlie was waiting. When Emily heard what happened, she immediately returned home. But the friend who once ran toward her was no longer there. All that remained was a small grave beside the farm where the friend who never forgot her was laid to rest. Emily cried as memories came rushing back. The first bottle of milk. The days they spent together. The moments when she chose to leave while a loyal heart continued waiting. That day, Emily understood something she would never forget. Some hearts love without asking for anything in return. They do not complain. They do not give up. They simply wait for the person they love. But sometimes, when we finally return, the one waiting for us is no longer there. True love is not measured by how much time we spend with someone. It is measured by how deeply they care even when they are forgotten. Never wait until someone who always waits for you is gone before showing them how much they mean to you. If there is someone silently waiting for your return today, would you go back to them before it becomes too late?